American Airlines Arena with a look high above here in Miami. Welcome and happy holidays from 2K Sports. It's time for NBA action. With David Aldridge on our sideline, and here with me, Greg Anthony and Steve Smith, this is Kevin Harlan. And a moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Dragic.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
Let's check out Toronto's starting lineup. Siakam at power forward with Gasol at center. Powell is out there with Fred VanVleet, and it's Johnson in at the 3 slot. And for Miami, Myers Leonard is out there with Bam Adebayo. Then there's Jimmy Butler, and it's Nunn in at point guard. Looking at the season so far, Steve, feels like every perimeter player is working on that step-back 3. What's making that shot so popular?
You know, I think, Kevin, now in this stage, there's no hand-checking, so you already have spacing, and now to be able to step back and knock down a 3, it creates more. Back in the day with hand-checking, it would have been hard to step back with an arm grabbing you and holding you, so I think guys are, you know, somewhat playing by the rules and using their rules to their advantage.
Great explanation.
The Toronto Raptors are an elite defensive group. Reasons why: they're long, they're smart, and they're experienced.
The Heat shooting their first free throws of the game.
And they've shot the ball well this season in terms of their attempts, 81%.
That free throw missing. When you talk about the defensive IQ, Smitty, for the Raptors, where does that reveal itself?
For me, Kevin, their rotations. They are able to send help, double teams, and still recover and get out to shooters.
He hits the second from the line. And so VanVleet will bring it up for Toronto. Johnson outside. Back to VanVleet. Toronto working the ball around now. And finished off by Gasol.
And it does not take much for Gasol to throw it down. Just feed the big man inside, and he's good to go.
Here's Nunn. Pass to Hero. Fires from deep. Buries it from 3-point range.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And it's the Raptors ball, coming into this having notched a win against Cleveland in their last game.
And it was one of those games where it was just hard to get anything going, and you could see frustrations emerge.
But hey, a win is a win. Sometimes you're not going to play your best, so you have to just gut it out, right?
Last game for the Heat, they picked up the win against Washington. Here's Powell, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's on Jimmy Butler. And out of UCLA, Norman Powell, an athletic 6'4" combo guard, said he modeled his game after Russell Westbrook.
And I can see why. He's gifted physically as well. A 6'11" wingspan, a 40-inch vertical leap. He's more of a 2 guard in my opinion, and he's off to a strong start in his young career.
Shooting 2.
The free throw drops for Powell.
Where you always have confidence in the Heat organization is at the top. Pat Riley with 9 championship rings as a player, as an assistant coach, as a head coach, and as a team president. He knows how to win from every perspective.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. You're right, Steve. You look at Riley's career, most people are just looking to accomplish one of the things he's done.
Kevin, he has a great mind. He's incredibly driven. He understands how to motivate people, and he understands what's important to focus on.
Here's Nunn. 9 points last game. 5 to shoot. Leonard trying to break free. Shots good by Butler.
This is where Jimmy Butler really does his best work, when he can use his length and strength to full advantage.
Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Van Vliet with it. He's coming off a 10-point game against Cleveland.
And some of the passes he threaded through the defense were just incredible. He made it look so easy.
That's another miss. Already they've missed 3 out of 4 to start.
Nunn passes to Adebayo. Good, nice job down low.
I mean, every time down the floor, this is what you're trying to do. Find the right matchup.
And David Aldridge spoke with Nick Nurse. David.
Thanks, Kevin. He told me that doing a good job defending the perimeter would get everything else going. He said, if we can get them off their spots and make them do things they're not used to, we'll have a very good chance. We'll see if they can execute that strategy, Kevin. Back to you.
Thanks, David. Devising a strategy to take away that three-point shot.
They are out of rhythm. 1 for 5 so far. You just need to calm down and reward your matchups.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. And here is Van Vliet. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. Pass to Gasol. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. The Heat leading by 6. Here's Hero, coming off a stellar performance against Washington. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And Raptors president of basketball operations, Masai Ujiri, not just doing an amazing job in Toronto, he's also had a huge role in the growing of the game in Africa.
Growing up in Nigeria, he fell in love with the game of basketball, and he has worked his way up. Now he's given a hand back, building pathways for others to follow in his footsteps, bringing the development and leadership to the continent.
First one falls for him. And with this summer signing of Jimmy Butler, the Miami Heat demonstrating they still can lure star talent to South Beach.
The Heat back on the rise. The Butler signing sets the stage for the summer of 2021 when they should have the cap space to sign another max player.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. Well, the Raptors' Nick Nurse winning an NBA title in his first season. Greg is an NBA head coach.
The first time a head coach who'd also helmed a team in a foreign league has won it. Nurse often reminisces fondly on those days coaching in Europe. And this summer he was entrusted with coaching the Canadian national team at the FIBA World Cup.
So timeout called here, the first for Toronto. Last time they met was in Toronto.
You know what? That's a game where the coach might just want to burn the video because there's no question they're a better team than what we saw, but they got crushed on that night.
And obviously we know that's not how they usually play, but hey, they've got to perform better next time around.
And here are the Heat now, following the three-pointer by Stanley Johnson. Johnson against Butler. Got a hand on it.
And what you like about Siakam as a rim protector, the strong fundamentals, able to affect shots without fouling.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
They grabbed their own miss.
Shut down. This is the way you play defense. This is how you protect the rim.
Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Now here's Leonard. A 14-point game for him in the win against Washington. Here's Butler, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Well, they say players are made in the summertime, And that's Jimmy Butler's favorite time of year. He calls it grimy season. Gets out in the country and puts in that work.
And that one misses. And Greg, those summertime workouts for Butler, they are something.
I mean, they sure are. He calls them bandanas and buckets. Grows his hair out, 2-a-days, hot yoga, intentionally isolated from the hustle and bustle of the big city. It gives him an excuse to really just lock in.
Now, here's Siakam. We saw him go on a scoring rampage last game. Poked away, and it's out of bounds. The Raptors able to retain possession here. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. You take a look at the Trailblazers. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And you know, for the Heat, they're still sorting out their roster, trying to find a way to unlock their full potential in a holding pattern, if you will. And that could change, though, at any moment.
And slam dunk by Butler.
Just a fantastic job running the floor by Jimmy Buckets.
And so Van Vliet will bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. They trail by 6. Passes it to Gasol. And it's Miami with the rebound. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
Yeah, their long-range artillery hit the mark more often than not. A great equalizer when you're on the road.
They embraced the challenge as well. They hit big shot after big shot to keep the other team at bay.
Here's Siakam after the Heat pick up 2. Van Vliet finds Siakam. Back to Van Vliet. Clock at 6. Drills the three-pointer.
And that's what he's looking for. After 3 straight misses, finally finds the mark.
Miami leading by 5. Here's Nunn. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Out to the right wing. From deep. And the Heat, another 3.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Raptors trail by 8. Powell kicks to Gasol. Back to Powell. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol.
Just another part of what makes Gasol so special, the vision to locate the open man.
Here's Nunn. The pass to Adebayo. Miami needs to get a shot off. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And Miami making a change here. Dragic is checked in. The Raptors also with a sub. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Johnson. Here's Van Vliet. Siakam outside. From past the arc. Miami grabs the miss. Leonard's got his 4th rebound in this one. Up top, Dragic, covered by Van Vliet. Dragic kicks to Butler. Pass to Hero. Just 5 to shoot. Adebayo down low. Working on Ibaka.
And that's how you do it. Ibaka still able to surprise people very quick off the floor.
And he gets it back. Oh, what a play!
Watch it!
Raptors trail by 8. Now here's Van Vliet. Pass to Siakam. And that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
Oh, great concentration from Siakam. Takes the hit, yet his eyes never leave the rim.
Dragic looking it over. Here's Hero, defended by Gasol. The shot by Adebayo, no good.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Siakam, good.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Outside Dragic. Over to the wing. Here's Hero. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. They get Marc Gasol. You know, Steve, so much goes into being an effective bench player. What do you like to see in a team's sixth man?
What I love, Kevin, is a guy that can come off as a sixth man is he doesn't disrupt what's going on with the starters. Also, he's ready. And most of those guys that wins that award, they don't need time to adjust to the game. They come in and make an immediate impact.
That's good from Hero.
And the Raptors took some heat for parting ways with reigning Coach of the Year, Dwayne Casey. But his successor, Nick Nurse, guided this franchise to an NBA title.
Tremendous self-belief and determination. The only NBA head coach who was also a head coach in college, the G League, and overseas. He's been preparing for this for a long time.
He's perfect from the line this time.
And trailing here in the early going, too many careless fouls, and they're giving up a lot of trips to the line.
Here's McCall, defended by Crowder. Anunoby passes to McCaw. Here's Hollis Jefferson. Shot clock at 6. Here's Van Vliet. It's hauled in by Andre Iguodala.
He's kind of lost his way this period, having a hard time getting anything to go down.
Hero. Here's Olynyk. The shot that time, not on target. And Toronto will go the other way with it.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
Here's Hero. It's stolen by Ibaka, and that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession. Robinson's checked in for Hero. Raptors trail by 6. Here's McCaw. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Now Dragic still looking for his first bucket in this one. Here's Crowder. Makes the most of the high percentage shot. And the Heat lead by 6. Here's McCall. He averages about 5 points a game. Back to Ibaka. Passes it to Hollis Jefferson. Van Vliet with it. Clock at 6. Here's Anunoby. Shoots over Crowder, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. The Heat leading by 6. There's a minute 34 left to play here in the first. From D, Big Iguodala. No good there. And Toronto will come the other way. Here's McCaw. And it's Dragic with the rebound. Miami's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Left side Crowder. Fades away. Here's Olynyk. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Teams that make their free throws, they're so tough down the stretch. Let's check out the best. The Heat third.
You know, it's really a team-wide talent. You want to foul to stop layups, but against them, you're not saving much. They'll make you pay time and again.
That one is off.
And they've been the more physical team offensively, seeking contact, looking to score in the lane, and getting to the line.
And he sinks the second. 1:06 left in the first quarter of the game. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Back to Van Vliet. There's the pass to McCaw. Inside, Olynyk with the steal. It's stolen. Fast break. Here come the Raptors.
And you can't afford to lose Anunoby in transition. As soon as he has a step on you, it's over.
Up top, Dragic, covered by Van Vliet. Robinson left side. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. There's Hollis Jefferson, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Now just a 3-point Heat lead.
Just great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and then trigger the fast break.
And here's Dragic. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Shoots from 8. In deep. Crowder drops it in. And the Heat lead by 5.
Jay Crowder, not the biggest guy, but he's crafty in the painted area. Knows how to get his shot.
There's the 3.
It went in.
Oh, what a shot!
It went in.
Goodness. Big time shot to beat the buzzer there. My goodness.
He had to rush that one a little, but terrific stroke from range.
Back to the action after this word. Now a veteran in the NBA, Serge Ibaka, talked about his role on this team.
I like to do all those little things, running up and down, blocking shot, straight to floor, making open shot, rolling the basket, screen, those dirty work. I like to do that.
And Ibaka, Greg, a great complementary player.
And you like his combination of size and skill, able to impact the game at both ends on a high level.
And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Miami, guys.
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
Yes, you know this, GA. Back in our day, and any day really, if you don't block out somebody, you will sit down.
Iguodala out there with Dragic. Then it's Jay Crowder. Then it's Kelly Olynyk. And it's Robinson in at the small forward. That's the group on the floor for Miami.
One shot.
And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point. Steve, let me ask you, what's better for a young player's development? Being on a worse team getting more minutes, or being on a good team and getting fewer minutes?
I think always getting a chance, Kevin, to play minutes is best for a younger guy. But if it's hurting the team, you don't want to see the coaching staff playing these younger guys just to get the one guy ready. I think you still have to think about the team. You have to have guys earn minutes, whether they're a rookie, whether they're a veteran or not, and I think that's better for young teams.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, after 5 years as an assistant in Toronto, last season Nick Nurse moved to head coach of the Raptors, and the team responded, winning the franchise's first NBA championship. Nurse has been at this for 3 decades. He got his first head coaching position at the age of 23, and he has moved all throughout basketball, both domestically and abroad, guiding 15 teams in 5 different countries. And after winning it all last year, Kevin, he's finally made it to the top.
David, he sure has a long and winding journey. Thank you. Now here's Dragic. No points in the game yet for him. Outside Robinson. On the wing, Iguodala. Fires for three. Here's Olynyk. Tries again. It's rebounded by Anunoby. Raptors leading by 3. To the middle. High, arcing shot, and it's laid in by Ibaka. Ibaka's got his first 2 points of the night.
And you see Serge, he's still somewhat mechanical on the drive, but it can be effective.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Now, here's Olynyk. He kicks it to Robinson. And here's Iguodala outside. Sinks the triple.
Such a sweet stroke from Andre on the 3-ball. Always a danger to light it up from there.
And Toronto has possession. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Here's Van Vliet. And the shot goes in. Van Vliet's got 5 points so far.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Now here's Dragic. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And the Heat making a change here. Nunn's checked in. The Raptors also with a sub. Boucher is checked in. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Here's Ibaka. No good. Shot missing. The Heat trail by 4. Outside Robinson. Out to the right wing. Here's Nunn. Rebound by the Raptors. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Ibaka, no luck. And so it's Iguodala. He'll bring it up for Miami. Nunn passes to Iguodala. Doesn't go for him. And Toronto will go the other way with it. An even 3-on-3 break. Three-pointer. Count that one from Van Vliet. Van Vliet's got the lead up to 7 now for the Raptors.
That's just great court recognition there. He saw the D pack in the lane on the break, so he calmly rose up and drained the transition 3.
Here's Nunn. Pass to Olynyk. Wide open look. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
Raptors leading by 5. Now Van Vliet. It's deflected. Here's Nunn, covered by Van Vliet. Nunn passes to Crowder. Now the Raptors moving it up, pushing it up. It's deflected. Iguodala with it. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Here's Nunn, covered by Van Vliet. Bam Adebayo's checked in for Miami. Butler comes in for Robinson. Norman Powell's checked in for Toronto. Got a hand on it. And Andre Iguodala with the slam.
Whenever Andre gets loose on the break, you have to reward him. Great job running the floor, one of the best in the business.
Here's Powell. He had 13 points in the win against Cleveland.
And he also looked to attack at the defensive end of the floor. 3 steals in that game.
Here's McCall. It's a 3-point game. Pass to Boucher. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Back to Powell. Fires it up. Buries the jump shot. Powell's got 6 points. Miami's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Outside Crowder. Out left to the wing. Here's Nunn. Guarded by Powell. Here's Adebayo. The rebound by Ibaka. Raptors leading by 5. And Bam Adebayo. He just plays with so much energy when he's on the floor.
Boy, he is ferocious on both ends of the floor. Great energy player who can finish in the paint with the best of them. Very quick on his feet and can cover a lot of ground for a player his size.
And it's the Heat with the ball. The Raptors getting the bucket. Here's Nunn. Butler from outside. Missed the shot. He's made 3 and missed 3 from the field. Here's Powell. Oh, that's blocked. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Adebayo. A different look for Miami. Myers-Leonard comes in for Crowder. And Hero subbed in for Andre Iguodala. Marcus All's checked in for the Raptors. Pascal Siakam comes in for Hollis Jefferson. Down low, here's Gasol. That one drops for him. Gasol's got his second basket of the game.
Give Mark credit. He battles, he fights. That's a tough shot.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Back to Butler. Rejected by Gasol.
Gasol with those long arms is a shot blocking expert, especially down low.
Stanley Johnson, he's checked in for the Raptors. And it's the Heat with the ball. 9-point game. When this game is done, they'll be off to Orlando and they'll take on the Magic. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. Here's McCall. 5 points in the game. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And just like his brother Powell, Marc Gasol active in humanitarian causes.
I mean, we saw him volunteering on rescue boats in the Mediterranean. Mark doing his part, but also bringing attention to that humanitarian crisis.
And the Raptors making a change here. Thomas is checked in.
I mean, amazing. Mark was drafted 48th overall, even after his brother Powell was drafted 3rd overall. Might have put a chip on Mark's shoulder.
Now, here's Butler. He had a 36-point outing in the last game against the Wizards in Washington.
Yeah, and I look at his total effect on the scoring, both as a passer and a shooter. Incredibly productive.
And it's out of bounds. The Heat will take it the other way. Fred VanVleet is checked in for Thomas. Miami with the ball. They trail by 11. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. They get Marc Gasol. For Miami, they have made 7 free throws and missed 3 in this game. And the first one at the line is good. And Steve, some classic shoe brands making a return to the NBA with updated versions. Smitty, what was your sneaker of choice back in the day?
Kevin, that's funny. I started off with the pumps, the double pumps, and then I ended up with a shell-toe low top. And then now you see all the youngsters now wearing low tops. They used to tell me back in the day, low tops were not good for your ankles. But I didn't really jump that high, so I was okay.
Well, a lot of progress being made from a technical standpoint. You can't escape it, Steve. Shoes now that can tighten themselves without laces, changing colors. Have you gotten yourself a pair yet?
Yeah, Kevin, I haven't, but I bought a lot of pair for my kids. I do like these type of shoes where there are no shoelaces. I'm a little lazy right now, Kevin, but I love the technology that are going into shoes right now.
Now, here's Siakam. 6 points for him. Back to Powell. 6 to shoot. And the rejection by Leonard. Here's Hero. Guarded by Powell. Hero passes to Adebayo. Over Siakam. And the shot is long. Toronto leading by 9. Powell kicks to Johnson. A three-pointer is right on target. Johnson's got 6.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Here's Nunn. The feed to Butler. Looking to end his cold spell. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Siakam.
The shot fake of Jimmy Butler is tough not to fall for.
And Greg, when you look at the top perimeter defenders in the game today, how high does Jimmy Butler rank on that list?
Look, he's in the top handful, no doubt about it. Multiple all-defense selections. He is a true two-way terror.
And he makes the first.
From the 30th pick in the draft to perennial all-star, Jimmy Butler has come a long way in a short period of time.
And Miami making a change here. Dragic is checked in. And so Butler nails both of them.
They've hit every one of their free throws here in the second quarter. Very important when you're trailing.
Now here's Van Vliet. Tight defense on him. Here's Siakam. Great D that time from Leonard.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
The rim protection at its finest. The result is the same whether you block the shot or simply change it.
Now here's Siakam. After the miss from Goran Dragic.
Having a shaky time from the floor, but his teammates have been picking up the slack.
Good D by Siakam.
Offensively, that's how you want to end the possession, except for the result.
And here is Van Vliet. He's got 8. Pass to Gasol. It's rebounded by Leonard. Leonard's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Hero, and that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist. Hero's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for Miami. 1:24 left to play in the first half. And the Raptors call time here. A moment now to check out who's leading in the All-Star voting.
And a lot of fans and players interested to see how this thing all turns out.
Well, you look at Gasol. With the voting as it is now, it looks like he'll miss out on a spot in the starting lineup for the East.
Yeah, not even in the top 10, but it shouldn't take away from what he's done this year. It's been a very good season for him.
And we'll keep you posted as the voting continues. Now, here's Siakam. 6 points for him. The shot, no good. 8 that time from Leonard. Here's Hero. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Now here's Powell. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. Outside for Gasol. And the Raptors miss again.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Well, when you watch Goran Dragic play, you can tell the precision that he has with his movement and footwork. But as pretty as his game is, he has a bit of edge to him. Very fiery player.
This is his first chance at the line tonight. The first free throw is good.
And good job they're doing at the line this quarter. They'll need to continue converting those free throws.
And Toronto making a change here. Anunoby's checked in. Both free throws good from Dragic.
A rare bad trade by the San Antonio Spurs. Dragic was their second-round pick in 2008. They traded his rights to the Suns for a player who didn't even make the roster.
Now here's Van Vliet. 8 points for him.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
And slam dunk by Butler.
When you throw it ahead to Butler, he's a fantastic dunker. Really gets it up and throws it down.
Van Vliet looking around. To the inside and stolen by Butler. Here's Adebayo. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Raptors lead by 2. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Jimmy Butler. Jimmy, you have come a long way in this league. When you look at your career now versus when you came in, how different is it?
Much different. I think on the floor, I'm supposed to do a lot more on both ends of the floor. And off the floor, I think it's still the same. People recognize my hair.
Well, it is a unique style, Jimmy. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And we hope you enjoyed the competitive first half of action. Ernie Johnson here welcoming you back to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. That guy right there is Shaquille O'Neal, and that guy right there is Kenny the Jet Smith. The first quarter for the Raptors was fairly even. On the offensive side of things, they shot the ball well, 44% from the field. They battled hard in the second quarter, and it was reflected on the scoreboard. And taking a look at the Raptors, Kenny, what did you see out there?
Well, there was a big spark from the bench in the first half. Sometimes you're hoping for your reserves to come in and just hold court, but they didn't do that. They actually got better.
And over to Shaq. What'd you think about Miami?
Well, I thought the one bright spot was the effort on the glass. Several times when momentum was sliding, getting a timely rebound really lifted them. Strong work on the glass is key because that's how you string together a series of big stops.
And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll catch you on the flip side.
My brother.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game that's been so far. And so Van Vliet will bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. So for Toronto right now, Siakam at power forward with Gasol at center. It's Van Vliet out there with Norman Powell. And it's Johnson in at the 3, the small forward. Miami trailing. Here's Nunn. Now the pass to Adebayo. And taken away by Johnson. Powell, that's good. Powell's got the first field goal of the second half for Toronto.
The active hands, the long arms of Johnson. Picks the ball clean, jump starts the fast break.
Butler on the wing. Here's the 3. That's all good, and that's his 5th basket of the game. He's shooting 5 for 11 now.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Hey, if you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter the look he wants.
Van Vliet passes to Gasol. Now here's Van Vliet. Defense is right there. And that one, good. Van Vliet's got 10 points.
Not an easy finish right there, but a beautiful move to give himself just enough space to get in close and knock it down.
Nunn passes to Leonard. Here's Hero, defended by Gasol. Knocked loose. Powell with the steal. One-on-one here. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Jimmy Butler has made several all-star teams, but he remains single-minded in pursuit of his bigger goal. Butler said, "I just want to win a championship. That's all that matters. I didn't do it in high school, didn't do it in college. If I don't win it here, then I'll go to the 50 and over league someday. But I got to win a championship at some stage." Kevin?
I like that attitude. Thank you, D.A. Toronto leading by 5. Some firepower from this offense tonight.
Yeah, they got a nice groove going right now offensively.
Johnson against Butler. 6 on the shot clock. Johnson surveying the floor. Rebound by the Heat. Here's none, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And here's a look at some numbers for Gasol.
And he's not been as efficient this month as he had been earlier. Take a look at his true shooting percentage, and it will show that he's gone a little bit frosty. Maybe tonight he can get that touchback.
2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. So he gets them both.
Money from the stripe. He does a great job night in and night out.
Siakam up top. 6 points for him. Left side Gasol. The second chance effort. It's Adebayo with the rebound. Adebayo's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Hero no good. Toronto leading by 3. Johnson goes in, and then Johnson with the dunk.
I'll tell you, that's a freight train coming through. No one wanted to step in and take the charge from Stanley Johnson.
Here's none. He has 6. Outside Butler from downtown. Toronto grabs the miss. Siakam's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Here's Powell. That one good for 2. Powell's got 10.
And every once in a while, he'll show up and give you some great moves around the hoop.
Here's none. No good on that one. Good D by Siakam.
Very cold start to the second half. 1 for 5, looking for some continuity.
Johnson inside. Defended by Butler. Johnson dishes to Gasol. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Over a decade in Memphis for Marc Gasol. Even played his high school basketball there. Now a new phase.
And when you spend as much time in one city as Marc Gasol and mean as much as he did to the Grizzlies franchise in that city of Memphis, you know what, Smitty? It's got to be tough to move on.
I'm sure, Kevin, for both sides. Regardless of what he accomplished moving forward, his jersey is getting retired in Memphis. No question about it.
Here's Van Vliet after the Heat pick up 2. Dishes to Ibaka. Now Van Vliet. He's got 12. Goes back up. Shoots over Olynyk. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one on Olynyk.
You don't want to foul him. One of the better free throw centers in the game. Marc Gasol gets it done.
For Toronto, they have put up good numbers at the charity stripe, converting 6 of 7.
And really, the form at the line all season has been terrific. 79% as a team.
free throw, no good. Good on the second free throw. Here's none. He's got 8. And Fred VanVleet is going to pick up a foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. And the Raptors making a change here. Boucher is checked in. Here's none. To the paint. Here's Crowder. And Crowder slams it in.
And for Jay Crowder, nothing has been given to him. He fights and he competes.
Here's VanVleet, leading by 5. Pass to Powell. Lets it go from deep. Good, and VanVleet gets the assist. VanVleet's got his 3rd assist on the night.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Here's none. Pass to Olynyk. Now Iguodala. Passes to Robinson. Shot clock at 5. No good from outside. Toronto leading by 8. Inside. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. It's tipped. Olynyk against Powell. That's tipped. And the pass to Hollis Jefferson. Banked in off the glass. Hollis Jefferson's got the lead up to 12 now for the Raptors.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
Here's none. He's got 8.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
He's made all 6 of his tries at the line so far. And the first one drops. Both shots good from the stripe.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Pass to Ibaka. Powell against Iguodala. Poked loose. To the middle. And Crowder slams it in.
Iggy just keeping his head up on his swivel all the time.
Toronto leading by 8. Powell kicks to Boucher. Here's VanVleet. A wide open look here for Ibaka. Rebound by the Heat. Olynyk's got 6 rebounds here tonight. To the inside. Crowder. And Crowder slams it in.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
The problem is your opponent is making big plays as well. I'll be curious to see the response.
And here are the Raptors now after the Heat pick up 2. Pass to Robinson. Hollis Jefferson with the rebound. Hollis Jefferson's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Passes it to VanVleet. Here's Boucher. Second chance shot. And here's the upcoming schedule for the Heat. On Friday, they'll tip off a road trip starting in Orlando and going up against the Magic. Then on Sunday, they'll go up against C.J. McCollum and the Portland Trail Blazers.
And, you know, nobody loves playing on the road, but it does offer a good chance to see
exactly what your team is made of. This team is going to find out a lot about itself over the next stretch of games.
First free throw is good. Anunoby, he's checked in for Toronto. And so he hits both.
Well, he's come through for them at the line today, and you love having a big fella who's so capable on his free throws.
Powell against Dragic. Outside Butler. The pass to Iguodala. Back to Butler. Shot clock at 6. And the foul called on OG Anunoby. That's his first foul. Raptors on defense. Butler passes to Crowder. Rejected by Ibaka. And there's the foul on Jay Crowder. That's his first foul. Raptors leading by 8. Hollis Jefferson finds Ibaka. Back to Powell. Pass to Anunoby. 5 on the clock. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors.
Dragic is a guy who loves to be aggressive defensively. He locked down on that possession.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And the veteran Goran Dragic still producing late in his career. Not the force he once was, but always a source of playmaking and scoring.
Well, you look at the career of Dragic, Greg, he's always been a scoring point guard.
Yeah, and as Dragic has aged, he has learned to lean more and more on his outside shot. Even when his first step and speed start to falter, he'll find ways to put up points.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Raptors leading by 6. Powell with it. He's got 13. Pass to Anunoby. It's stolen by Adebayo. Kicks it to Dragic. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
He's not afraid of contact. Dragic showing he can take the hit, still finish on the drive.
Toronto's gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. They're 6 of 13. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. Back to Powell. Ibaka outside. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Powell, and it's blocked. And now here comes Iguodala leading the break. Here's Butler. That falls. Nice feed that time from Andre Iguodala. Iguodala's got 3 assists now in this one. Toronto calls timeout.
And starting to send guys to the line way more than they need to. Let's get some good position defense going here. That should be the emphasis, and get away from the sloppy fouls. And checking out the stats for Powell. How last month turned out for him, averaging 9 points per game, 4 assists, and 2 rebounds. Nothing about his numbers really jump out at you, but he'll come up with a timely play or 2 every game.
He understands his role. He accepts it. He's one of those guys who doesn't need the ball to be effective.
For the tie. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
The physicality of Jimmy Butler poses so many issues for defenders.
And out of Marquette, Jay Crowder, Greg, a sturdy 2-way wing player.
a great system player and glue guy. He had his best years with the Celtics. On the final year of this contract, a great value considering what he brings to the table.
And he knocks down the first one. That one drops. He ties it up. Toronto's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Down low, here's Anunoby, and the shot goes in. Anunoby's got his second bucket of the night.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
And here's Dragic. Here's Butler. That's in, coming off an assist from Dragic. Butler's got it all tied up now for the Heat.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Now here's Powell. 1:53 left in the third quarter. He feeds it to Ibaka. It's stolen by Adebayo. An even 3-on-3 break. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
And just a tremendous display of strength by Iggy. Always a threat to convert, even with the contact.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Siakam is checked in for Toronto.
One shot.
And Iguodala, no good on that one.
Well, all good things must come to an end. Iguodala was shipped out from the Warriors last year to clear room for D'Angelo Russell. Traded to the Grizzlies to make room for the Warriors in the Russell deal. Ultimately, I think we'll have a great legacy for his time with Golden State.
Here's Dragic. The Raptors getting the bucket. Here's Butler, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Serge Ibaka picks one up there. And in recent seasons, we've seen Serge Ibaka involved in some extracurriculars. He can get a little chippy out there.
Yes, indeed. Last season, he had a 3-game suspension. Penalties can escalate for repeat offenders. Something he's got to be aware of.
First one falls for him. Heroes checked in for the Heat. And so Butler nails both of them. Toronto trailing. We've got 1:13 left to play in the third. Here's Powell. No good that time. And Miami the other way now. It's Crowder on the wing. He's got 10. Here's Butler. It's rebounded by Anunoby. Anunoby's got his 4th rebound in this one. Hollis Jefferson passes the Powell. And it's Miami with the rebound.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Outside Dragic. The pass to Crowder. Over Siakam. Again, the miss by the Heat. Toronto's gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. They're 6 of 13. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Ibaka uses the glass to finish the layup. Ibaka's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
This is the kind of physical play we saw from Ibaka early in his career. We're seeing it again now.
Dragic the pass to Hero. That's in, coming off an assist from Dragic. Dragic has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Powell down low. Here's Anunoby, and that one released in time, but no good.
That's just hustle by Jimmy Butler. Did not give up on that look. Opponents, they don't get clean looks when he's around.
It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. It's the Heat. They lead by a bucket. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Creating plays for others, it's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the 4th quarter could have even more action in store for us. They've got Dragic. Bam Adebayo is out there with Jimmy Butler. Then there's Myers Leonard. And it's Hero into the 2-guard spot. That's the group on the floor for Miami.
Yeah, easy call.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first. And he makes both free throws. Raptors trail by 4. Powell, the pass to Johnson. And here is Siakam. Pass to Anunoby. Kicks it out to Johnson. Clock at 6. 3-pointer on the way. A shot, no good. The Heat go the other way with it. Pass to Hero. That's tipped, and it's out of bounds. The Raptors will take it the other way.
You want unselfishness, but you also need to keep it under control.
Fred VanVleet is checked in for Powell. And so VanVleet will bring it up for the Toronto Raptors, and it's Dragic with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Top of the key, Siakam. 1 minute now into this 4th quarter. Here's Gasol. It's Adebayo with the rebound.
Very surprising. He gets the ball where he wants it in a decent matchup.
Here's Dragic. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Heat lead by 6.
Boy, the defense was physical on that play, but Dragic has added strength over the years and able to complete the bucket.
Toronto's gotten the 3-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. 6 of 15. About a minute and a half into the 4th quarter now. 3-pointer, Butler, and that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist. Dragic has got 5 assists in the game. Raptors trail by 9. Here's VanVleet. To the paint. Looking for Gasol. He gets it there.
Great timing. That can be the difference between an assist and a turnover.
Now here's Dragic, covered by Van Vliet. Inside. Shot's good by Butler. Butler's got the lead up to 9 now for the Heat.
And not everything fell for him in that first half, and now it looks like they're beginning to hit their stride.
Anunoby kicks to Van Vliet. That 3 off the mark.
But still, eventually you got to feel like he'll start knocking those down again.
Outside Dragic. Adebayo down low. Siakam's there. Adebayo with the bucket.
And the execution has just been off defensively here in the second. Play after play, it's almost as if they're a step slow.
Now here's Gasol. Here's Anunoby. Gasol wide open. He fires. Hits the jumper in space.
Hey, if you set him up, Marc Gasol will knock him down. A terrific shooter off the catch.
Now here's Dragic, covered by Van Vliet. Now Dragic, right side, Butler. Down to 5 on the shot clock, and that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist. And that's 31 points for Jimmy Butler.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Raptors trail by 11. And the Raptors call time here.
And as fans and broadcasters, we're not permitted to hear the specifics in these huddles.
No, we're left to infer from the adjustments we see on the floor.
The Heat making a switch here. Nunn's checked in. And Toronto also making a switch. Norman Powell's checked in for Anunoby. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Nick Nurse told his team. He is not happy with the turnovers. He said, we have got to get some shots. It's as simple as that, guys. Play smart and value the basketball. We'll see if the message sunk in, Kevin.
Here's Nunn. Right side, Leonard. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. To the middle, Gasol with the steal. Now here's Van Vliet. Defense right on him. Offensive rebound. Siakam misses in close. And here's Miami. They're on a 13-4 run. And Adebayo throws it down.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
It's been tremendous job of play calling and execution. They just continue to increase this lead.
Here's Siakam. 80 that time from Leonard.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And you know, we always talk about this. Just changing the shot can be just as effective as blocking it, even though it's less spectacular. And the truth is, I've been there. He's trying to find the rhythm on his shot. He feels like he's close, and that's why he keeps shooting.
Here's Nunn, covered by Van Vliet. To the inside. Nunn, that's good.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Siakam up top. Ball's knocked loose, and that'll be Toronto as it goes out of bounds. Raptors retain possession. Van Vliet with it. 6 to shoot. Tries to keep it alive. And so it looks like the Raptors will retain possession here. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Sloppy is the only way you can describe his play thus far. Just way too many turnovers.
And here's Miami. They're on a 17-4 run. Right wing. Adebayo against Siakam. Gets it to go. That one good from Adebayo. Adebayo's got 6 in the quarter.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
It's hauled in by the Heat. Adebayo's got 15 rebounds here tonight. Butler dishes to Leonard. Unable to get that one. Good D by Gasol. Raptors trail by 17. The 3 from Johnson. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist.
Just a positive force right now for these guys, and though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
Here's Nunn. Outside Butler. Right side Leonard. Trying to get open is Adebayo. And it's Leonard missing. Toronto's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the 4th. Johnson, the pass to Van Vliet. He kicks it to Powell. Just 5 to shoot. Beyond the arc. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Here's Nunn. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Clearly a foul.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. And so Van Vliet will bring it up for Toronto. Here's Siakam. And Siakam throws it down. Great game for him. Double-double down. 10 points and 10 rebounds. Here's Nunn. Covered by Van Vliet. Here's Hero. Adebayo passes to Hero. Tries yet again. And Adebayo with the lay-in. And the Heat lead by 15.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
Right side Gasol. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist. Van Vliet's got assist number 8 here in this one already. The Heat leading by 13. Here's Nunn. Tipped away and taken away by Johnson. Up the floor. And then Johnson with the jam.
And once you let Johnson near the rim, it's you against his strength and will.
Here's Nunn. Passes to Hero. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good. He hits both from the stripe. Raptors trail by 13. Stolen. Here's none. Covered by Van Vliet. The shot by Adebayo, no good.
And his pure defensive effort changed that shot from an easy one to a tough one.
And you know, technically, it's a high percentage look, but this is why we play the game.
Now here's Van Vliet. Powell finds Gasol. Clock at 6. Powell inside. The layup missed.
He has gone ice cold this quarter. Obviously not helping their cause.
Adebayo, and it's Toronto with the rebound. Siakam's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. And here is Van Vliet. Down low, Leonard with the steal. Here's Butler. Johnson with some nice D. Raptors trail by 13. Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Adebayo. Here's Hero. Shot number 12 goes in. He's made 7 of 12 now.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
The reason why they stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
And Toronto has possession after the Heat pick up 2. No good from Gasol. Here's Hero. Guarded by Powell. And Gasol sends it back. To the paint. Here's Van Vliet. And the shot goes down.
One sign of a great playmaker, hitting his man in stride.
The Heat leading by 13. 1:41 left in the game. Inside. Hero passes to Butler. Count that one.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for Miami.
And it may be a comfortable win for him, but, you know, they had to weather a few storms along the way, and that's all part of the story.
Yeah, Kevin, this was by no means the runaway that it might appear to be. It was a scrappy performance, though, all the way through.
And an important milestone for them tonight as they pick up win number 10.
And they've taken control of the season series. This brings them to 2-0 with 1 game left against this squad.
And only 6 feet tall in shoes, Fred Van Vliet's not the biggest, but his toughness, his toughness, mentally and physically, is unquestioned.
And Kevin, growing up in Rockford, Illinois, gave him that perspective. Friends and family gone too soon. Basketball was the path to something better.
Now here's Gasol, following the shot by Myers Leonard.
And every miss finds its way to his hands. What an impressive performance.
And we have to give him props. It's rare these days to see someone dominate the glass so single-handedly.
Take a break.
Free throw, good Butler. And Toronto will go for a different look here. And so Butler nails both of them. 43 seconds left in the fourth. Now here is Davis. D right on him. Shoots from 12. And good that time. Now here's Butler. To the middle. Hill left side. Here's Okpala. He's guarded by Davis. 5 to shoot. And again, it's the Heat missing. To the paint. Here's Boucher. That's in there. Davis with the assist.
Outstanding entry pass there. He knew exactly where to go with the ball.
And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. Once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Jimmy, how confident are you that you guys can build on this win and keep the momentum going?
Very confident. Like I said, we got a great group of guys. We play together, play hard. We can win.
I know you'll like to keep that going as we go on in the season. Thank you for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, David Aldridge, Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.